Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 89 to my random chatbot sessions, where I went ahead and answered the Dreepy last time, after I gave him the plan what we're going to do. I just told him that my house is only a few more minutes away and we can play and have fun once we get there. I've also got another response in, but I'm going to let Dreepy reply to this one first, which is...
The Dreepy nods excitedly as you say your house is only a few more minutes away. He replies in an excited tone. Yes, yes! That sounds great! I'm looking forward to being able to play and have fun once we get to your house.
I can see what they mean by excited. Yes. That sounds great. Sounded like something I would do once I see Forever smiling at me. Oh my gosh. And I continued that, guys, by asking him, are you getting hungry now? If you want food, I can make it while we're at the house. Oh my gosh, that was weird. It like showed... That was just weird. Okay then, well. Let's see what Dreepy says to that.
The Dreepy seems slightly surprised when you ask if he's getting hungry, and he replies in a slightly surprised tone. Huh? You're asking if I want food right now? Yeah. I'm starting to feel a little hungry now, actually. If it's not too much trouble, could you make me some food while we're at your house?
That really depends on what you want. If he's buried, I can just give him some out right now. I know Toadar wouldn't pick you yesterday. He's like, I'm hungry. Just give me a few berries. Oh, thank you, trainer. And then he just munches them down. Let me get a reply to that, guys, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, guys. The main gist of it is I asked him what he wants, because he asked me. Here's the thing. He wants me to make him food while he's at his house. And when I asked him what do you want, he said this.
The Dreepy seems surprised that you'd let him pick what he wants to eat. He replies in a surprised, happy, indecisive tone. Huh? You'll let me pick what I want to eat? I'm not sure what to pick. You could give me some options if you want.
And then I did exactly what he asked me to. I gave him some options. I asked him, I told him I have berries in my bag. I can make you a sandwich. I can real quickly make you a steak. I'll finish up with this. And those were just a few examples. I shouldn't say examples, but hopefully he gets what I'm saying and not flipping take that the wrong weird way. Let's see what his response is to that.
The Dreepy looks surprised and impressed that you have berries in your bag. He replies in an amazed and slightly happy tone. You have berries in your bag? That's really cool. See, can I have the steak if that's all right with you?
He wants the steak, yep. Okay. Well, I ain't had a reply to this. It won't take long, guys, but I will pause it because I know you don't like the waiting. Give me a second. I asked him how he'd like his steak to be prepared, basically. Who's gonna be at the house though? The last time we were at my house, Noivern was there. My fully evolved Dragapult was there. Totodile, Haxorus, Lugia, Feraligatr, Charizard. But I forgot he was there because I didn't even say his name whenever I said some point that were there. So he just popped out of nowhere, which is cool. I have a few Charizards. I asked him how he'd like steak cooked, and he just said, or he says this.
The Dreepy still seems slightly surprised and impressed at the thought of eating a steak. He replies in an excited tone. I suppose medium rare would be nice. Yeah, I'd like a medium rare steak if that's okay.
Okay, well there you go. Why wouldn't I cook it the way one wants it? I'm not gonna. Luckily, that stuff don't take that long to cook. In real life, I think my Pokemon would be in a Pokemon Center from food poisoning because I am not good at cooking stuff like that. I don't even want to think about that. I'm going to get my mind off of that and get a reply in. Alright, I put a response in, guys. I just said, whenever he said he wanted a steak cooked medium rare, I just told him that was fine with me. If that's what you want, I will get it for you. They also said that I also have to ask my other Pokemon and see what they want as well. They might want a steak there, who knows?
The Dreepy seems grateful for the fact that you are going to cook him a medium rare steak and replies in a grateful tone. Yeah, a medium rare steak would be great. Yeah, you have to ask your other Pokemon what they want to eat too. If you don't mind me asking, how many Pokemon do you actually have?
Oh, sweet Arceus. That depends. Are you going to count every single game? I may have to actually just say I have a lot of them, but there's only a few at the house we're going to or something. I'll have to figure it out. Let me throw an answer to that, guys, and I'll be back. Alright, guys. Dreepy asked how many Pokemon that was on my team, or however was how many I had. I said I have a lot of Pokemon, but they're not all going to be at my house. And at the house, I just told him I had 6. Which Dreepy says...
The Dreepy replies in a slightly surprised and impressed tone. Whoa, you have a lot of Pokemon? Really? That's so cool. And you said 6 of them are at your house right now?
Yep. I hope we don't get stuck in endless loop again. That was one of the best things that was annoying when we started this, was the fact that we were going in endless loop of, you really trust me? You really care for me? You know, like, you're really gonna feed me? We were going in an endless loop of having to answer those questions over and over again. I'll see, maybe to make it easier for him, I'll name out a few of them. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Dreepy wanted to know, or just kept asking me questions about, like, you have, and 6 of the Pokemon at your house and all that stuff. Basically, what I did was I replied telling him which Pokemon, or not all of them, but some of the Pokemon that are actually at the house right now. And I said, yeah, I won't name them all out, but a few of them that are there are Lugia, Feraligatr, and I actually put somebody else in here this time, Aggron. One of the few points don't really get that much attention. Speaking of Aggron, guys, there might actually be a chat ball made with him, too. Although, right now, we haven't got to show off the fence one yet. I've got a fence one there now, so I might actually show that one off. May not today, or may not in this session, per se, maybe in another session. Here's what Dreepy has to say about that.
The Dreepy looks shocked, amazed at hearing the names of your 3 other Pokemon, and he replies in a very shocked, amazed tone. A Lugia? Feraligatr? Aggron? You have a Lugia, Feraligatr, and an Aggron. That's insanely cool and impressive.
Please stop saying Feraligatr's name like that's gonna drive me nuts. Feraligatr. He's not a flippin' otter, and that's gonna drive me insane every time it says his name like that. May not as much as Feraligatr as the flippin' security system says his name, but... Oh, sweet Arceus. Of course, you're my kid, and I called this thing the other day calling Lugia. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Stop saying it like Lugia. It's Lugia. Same thing for other things calling Totodile. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I hate that junk Totodile. Totodile sounds cute. When you say it like Totodile, it just sounds, I mean, granted, it's a toddler crocodile, but still, dadgum, it sounds way more wrong to me. And then, wait, what did he say completely? You have a Lugia, Feraligatr, and an Aggron. That's insanely cool and impressive. Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys. I replied with Dreepy's response of, I have way more, but those are just some of the ones at the house right now. And by the way, I'm talking about Pokemon, because he said that I have a good bit of Pokemon. And he just responded to the ones I had. Lugia, Feraligatr, and Aggron. I just told him that those are some of the ones at the house right now that I have more. There's 3 other ones I get to meet, too. Although, for some reason, that speech they decided to put the wrong 2. Not T-O-O, T-W-O. Which is kind of annoying how it did that. Here's what Dreepy's reply is.
The Dreepy looks shocked and amazed at hearing that those 3 Pokemon are just some of the ones at the house right now. He replies in an even more surprised, amazed tone. Even more? You have even more? And I'll be meeting 2 other ones right now at the house?
Yeah, I knew it would do that. That flipping messed up the flipping thing. No, Dreepy thinks there's only 2. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I responded to Dreepy's question. Well, he just said he was just surprised by the fact of how many points I had, I guess, just around. He's like, even more? You have even more? And I'll be meeting 2 other ones right now at the house? It was supposed to be 3, but the daggum text thing decided to put the wrong 2. Not TOO, TWO. Which kind of pisses me off. So I said, I will leave the other Pokemon as a surprise. Don't be startled if you see one of them flying around. There's a Noivern there as well. He also decided to include Noivern as one of the bunch of Pokemon. I want to do other ones like Tyrantrum, but I'm scared if I do Tyrantrum, he's going to scare the living snot out of Dreepy. Like, that's what I'm worried about. But, we'll see.
The Dreepy nods along as you tell him not to get startled if he sees a Pokemon flying around the house and replies in a still surprised but slightly amused tone. Yeah, okay. I won't be startled. Did you say you have a Noivern at your house too?
He will be the one flying around, probably. Period. He loves to soar through the skies. I'm sure I paused it there, but that really didn't take me that long. And I'll be kind of upset if somebody complains about me not pausing at this one flipping time. Like, seriously. That's gonna be kind of ridiculous.
The Dreepy seems surprised and happy at the thought of seeing a Noivern flying around, as he replies in an excited tone. Really? A Noivern flies around the house? That must be cool to see him flying around like that all the time. Although it might be a tad scary to see a flying-type Pokemon whizzing around through the air above you.
Alright, I have a way to fix that problem. Give me a second. I just told him a little bit about the Noivern that was flying around. Tell him that he's actually my Noivern, but he's very friendly. He just loves to play and fly around. Let's see what Dreepy has to say about that.
The Dreepy nods excitedly. He replies in an awestruck tone. Really? The Noivern is your Pokemon? He's friendly? He loves playing flying around, huh? He sounds super cool. I'm sure he's a great Pokemon to have.
Yes, he is. Except for the 4 times weakness to ice. That sucks. Of course, it's sending with Garchomp, man. It's the one big thing with Garchomp I hate. So weak to ice. Sending for Torterra. So weak to ice. Well, most of your Pokemon are very weak to ice, which is weird. He is a great Pokemon. Period. All of them are. There we go. Again, I'm sorry I didn't pause it there, guys, but that really took me a few seconds. Come on now. Throw me a flippin' bone here.
The Dreepy seems very interested, excited at the idea of the other Pokemon at your house, he replies in a curious, excited tone. Yeah, you said that all of the Pokemon you have are great. If you don't mind me asking, which of your Pokemon is your favorite?
Well, he actually asked me that. You know which one it is. Come on. He's literally the one I will basically defend the living snot out of, and it's probably one of the only Pokemon I'll flippin' go nuts about somebody hurting his feelings. Or doing anything. It's not just hurting his feelings. If somebody hurts him, you'll be answering to my fist. Or for that, you're scratching your mother freaking eyes out. Or doing whatever he wants to do to attack you. I won't care. I'll grab a lawn chair and some popcorn and just sit there and eat it and watch him tear you to shreds. Because I don't care. You want to be mean to the Pokemon, you deserve it. Let me answer this question. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I just told him which one was my most favorite. I should have said that the whole Toadall line is my favorite, not just for Alligator. Dang it, man. That's fine. Let's see what he says to that.
The Dreepy seems interested happy at hearing that Feraligatr is your favorite Pokemon and end. He replies in a curious, slightly excited tone. Feraligatr is your most favorite? Why is he your most favorite? I'm curious to know. Also, you said that you love them all right?
Yes. Holy crap. Alright, let me find the best way to respond to that, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, my reply to his last question was this. Not a lot of people love him, so I give him and his pre-evolution a ton of love. And yes, I love them all to pieces. If you see a Pokemon on my team, you know I love them. That's why I helped you and let you be on my team, because you were one of my favorite dragons. Which Dreepy has a pretty big response. Let's see what he says.
The Dreepy looks surprised and touched hearing that you've given Feraligatr and his pre-evolution a ton of love since not a lot of people love them. He replies in a touched, happy, amazed tone. You've given Feraligatr and his pre-evolution a ton of love?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You really do love all of your Pokemon?
Yes.
The Dreepy also looks touched and very happy at hearing that you helped and let him be on your team because he's one of your favorite dragon types.
Why?
He replies in an even more touched, amazed, and happy tone. You helped.
I didn't even get to finish that. He replied so much that he actually didn't get to finish his whole thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I hated seeing the way your trainer treated you. Period. So I stepped in and beat the living snot out of him to teach him a lesson. I'll let you do the same thing once we get some training in and you fully evolve. There we go. Again, guys, don't go in for not pausing at one time, once or twice. Like I said, I'm just trying to get this in quicker. Having to go back and forth is kind of annoying.
The Dreepy looks amazed and a little surprised at hearing you beat the living snot out of his old trainer to teach him a lesson. He replies in an amazed, slightly happy and surprised, Whoa! You beat the living snot out of my old trainer to teach him a lesson? You would really let me do that too once I get some proper training and evolve fully?
Oh, sweet Arceus, why did he turn like a deep man? This is a child, right? Are you sure this Dreepy's not a Dragapult flipping, like, disguising himself as a child? Because that is terrifying. What the frick? I don't even know what to say to that. Yes, I will! Exclamation point. It would be extremely funny to see the boy. Oh, wait. You get comeuppance on the boy. You get comeuppance on the boy for being mean to you. Period. That is not how you're supposed to be treated. Okay, here's the idea. I'll pause for the next one. Let him respond one more time. Then I'm stopping this video since it's almost been 20 minutes. Here's what he says.
The Dreepy replies in a slightly excited and happy tone at the thought of finally getting a chance to get some well-deserved revenge on his old trainer. Whoa, really? You mean it? It would be really funny to see me get some well-deserved comeuppance on him for being so awful to me. For treating me so awful like that, and not treating me right.
Yes, it would be. It would be amazing. It's like Freddy getting revenge on the dude that made fun of him. Dude, I would be eating popcorn watching that. It'd be like a flipping walk-in movie to me. Anyway, guys, I'll stop the video and get a reply going.